Anthony Dirrell, Anthony the Dog Dirrell, comes through with a major first round knockout over Caleb Truax. Man, I don't think very many people expected this. I certainly didn't. Caleb Truax is normally a pretty durable fighter, normally a pretty durable opponent. I mean, he showed him some durability, in spite of taking some big shots from Jermaine Taylor, in spite of taking some major shots against Daniel Jacobs. Went 12 before Jacobs stopped him in the last round. But Dirrell came in here fast and furious. It looked like Caleb Truax landed a good 1-2, a jab right cross, and then like he was feeling himself a little bit after that because you heard somebody in the crowd go woo, and then you see Dirrell follow up and give him a taste of his own medicine. Jab right cross hurt Caleb Truax, knocked him into the ropes. Dirrell jumped forward, hit him with another jab right cross, another two-piece. Knocked that knocked Truax almost into the corner, out of the center of the ropes into the corner, and then Dirrell hit him with another jab right cross. The jab seemed to miss in the last one, but the right cross landed beautifully, perfectly clean. Dropped Truax, and Truax looked like he was in real trouble. Truax managed to rise, beat the 8 count. And Dirrell came in, just threw the exact same combination, another two-piece jab right cross, the classic two-piece, with a biscuit and some mashed potatoes and gravy on the side, and dropped his ass again. And Truax looked pretty much done. The referee immediately jumped in to conclude the bout. Truax's eyes looked like they were all over the place. He looked like he didn't quite know where he was. I would have preferred to see a count. The count's there for a reason. Referees need to stop, calling the fight so quickly when a guy's at least still conscious. At least, the eyes are still open and shit. But, I mean, just props to Dirrell for a blowout like that. That's how you get yourself a rematch at a title. That's how you get yourself in title contention. That's how you do the damn thing, man. You take on a fighter who's normally a durable opponent, a durable contender, albeit a fringe contender, moving up in weight. And you just destroy him. He went in there and just destroyed him. He probably should have done something like that to Marco Antonio Rubio, although he did dominate Rubio over the 10-round distance. So, I mean, you can't really fault him too much for that. But, I mean, he immediately called out Badou Jack after this win. Before they even did a post-fight interview, he was already calling out Badou Jack, to try and get some get back on Jack for jacking his title belt, basically. The WBC Super Middleweight title. Badou Jack, of course, is going to be fighting later on tonight against Lucien Boutte on the card that also features James DeGale and what's his name, Porky Medina. So I mean, just great fights all around. Anthony Dirrell puts himself right back in title contention. I mean, even if he doesn't get a rematch at Badou Jack or Lucien Boutte, if Boutte manages to beat Jack, I mean, he still fits into a title contention with anybody. I mean, you also have Gilberto Ramirez, who just won his belt. You also have Felix Sturm of the WBA, who, to me, is looking like food for all these guys right now. As far as I'm concerned, he's looking like food to everybody. Regardless if you got to go to Germany or not. Felix Sturm hides out over there, wins these controversial decisions, but he can be knocked out. He's been knocked out before, and then I'd be willing to pick several of these guys at the top of the division and knock them out. Shit, even including Arthur Abraham, in spite of the fact that he was recently deposed by Ramirez. So I think Anthony Dirrell's right back in the mix. A fight against any of the world titleists, I think, is a good fight for him, a good fight for the champion as well. I'm not sure if Dirrell had any trouble making this weight because he was a little bit over the 168 division limit. But I mean, regardless, even if he was to move up to 175, that division is pretty top heavy and otherwise wide open outside of the big names between Kovalev, Ward, and Adonis Stevenson, kind of waiting in the wings. And then, but you also do have a number of fighters on the come up there. Arthur Beterbiev, what's his name? Elia Alvarez, and other fighters, just waiting in the wings for their shot and looking to do some big things. But, I mean, either way it goes, Dirrell is looking on the bright side of things. I mean, everything's are looking up for him. Probably going to get another title shot fairly soon. He's got the style, he's got the ability. He just needs to be a little bit more aggressive the way he was in this fight. When he's aggressive, he's really a better fighter than when he tries to sit back and box. I think Andre Dirrell is a bit better of a boxer on the outside. Anthony's better when it gets gritty, when it gets rough, he's ready to rumble, and I think that's the fight that suits him. And he needs to do more of that in these fights that he has. So props to Anthony Dirrell for a brilliant first round knockout over Caleb Truax, and I'm gonna get to his brother in just a second.